This is the place where the tunnel portal will be, going north from here. I'm at Davenport Terrace, South Road, and where the camera's located is the portal for the tunnel, which goes from here towards the port, go from here towards the River Torrens, and then from this point on there's going to be a cutting carrying the main road, and South Road itself will become a minor road. The important point is that vehicles coming from the north will want to be able to get out of the tunnel and come up to the surface, and people here will want to go into the tunnel. So the tunnel will be just there where the camera's located, and we can see here the fence indicates that the owners have moved on, and this is where the actual cutting is going to be. Thankfully, this new tunnel is not going to be built with private money, it's going to be built with government money, which means there's going to be no tolls. Freeways in Australia, in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane, are actually tollways. They're not free at all, which is a great contrast to Los Angeles. The advantage of having no tolls is people will not be forced to pay a whole lot of money every time they make a trip. The whole of the state is contributing towards the building of this fantastic new tunnel. One tunnel here and another tunnel on the other side of Anzac Highway. This is Adelaide, showing the road lines in red, and we're looking at the north-south tunnel, particularly at the south portal near James Congdon Drive. This is what it looks like at the moment, and this is what's proposed. You can see here 2 lots of 3 lanes, which is the main part of the road connecting the 2 tunnels. This is looking from the portal of the north tunnel, looking towards Anzac Highway, and this is James Congdon Drive. And we can see that we have this section of 3 lanes and 3 lanes and number of lanes and so on, coming to this rather complicated intersection, bringing all the traffic from the southern suburbs, and traffic from the northern suburbs will actually come underneath this along that section there. This is South Road on a Tuesday midday. You can see that the traffic is being held up by traffic lights. And we're at Davenport Terrace, and just here is where the portal for the tunnel is going to be located. And we can see here that the property where the road will come out from the tunnel has been closed off, ready for demolition. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a cutting with the road below, and there's going to be exit points coming out up here to a point which is going to be a major interface between the South Road and the city of Adelaide and Adelaide Airport. This is Keswick Creek, and just over behind this grass is a historic railway line, right-of-way, which was one of the 2 railway lines which went from Adelaide to Glenelg. This was the more popular of the 2, but during the Great Depression of 1929, the proposed electrification of that line was abandoned and the rubber line was abandoned. We now come forward to the MATS plan, and this was going to be used, the right-of-way was going to be used as a major freeway, which didn't proceed. We're now coming to 2022 and the start of the tunnel, and all these buildings on the other side of the road are going to be removed, and there will be a cutting similar to the one at Croydon, which will take the traffic from one tunnel to the next. Where I'm standing will actually also have a road underpass for vehicles coming out of the tunnel to come up to the surface here. So it's going to be a complex. In fact, this whole area is typical of Adelaide. Adelaide doesn't like flyovers. It doesn't like multi-level things. It wants things on the flat. The only problem with that is you end up with huge delays at traffic lights. We all know about the Southeastern Freeway. You go very fast, 110 kilometres an hour, and then suddenly you come to the end of the freeway and it's traffic lights and they line up. The same thing's going to happen here on this very spot. You're going to have 6 or 7 lots of roads all coming together in one huge piazza where the vehicles will be held up. What would be better, if you look at Brisbane, at Herston, near the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital, there's 3 tunnels which come together. Here in Adelaide,
Herston in Brisbane, Australia, has got 3 tunnels . There's the Cith Bye-pass Tunnel, the Clem 7 Tunnel. These lines here are the Clem 7 tunnels. If we switch off the roads, there's actually a portal here for the Clem 7 tunnel, and here we can see the complex of flyovers, and there's another tunnel here going to the airport tunnel. So the 3 tunnel portals in this area which are interconnected with one another using these flyovers.
Adelaide, we don't believe in flyovers, but in Queensland they've built a very sophisticated flyover system. The only issue is the freeways in Brisbane are all toll roads. The advantage of Adelaide is we don't have the toll roads. The government's building the roads and tunnels.
This is what the area looks like at the moment, with the blue lines indicating the above ground section of the roadway. This is Davenport Terrace with the portal. This is existing James Congdon Drive, and this is the proposed new direction of James Congdon Drive. The following areas will be levelled so that various other parts of the project can be built.